Never Let Down, the Poor Potter Story. In a quiet, humble village, surrounded by rolling hills and vast fields, lived a potter named Rohan. He was known for his incredible craftsmanship. His hands could shape clay into the most elegant pots and delicate vases. Yet, despite his hard work, fortune never favored him. Every day, Rohan would sit outside his tiny workshop, his hands covered in clay, shaping one masterpiece after another. But the villagers preferred cheaper, factory-made pots, leaving his creations untouched. He barely earned enough to buy food, and every night, he went to sleep with an empty stomach and a heavy heart. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, painting the sky in shades of orange and pink, Rohan sat outside his hut, staring at the unsold pots. His mind was filled with doubt. "Maybe I should stop," he muttered. "No one values my work. No matter how much effort I put in, I always fail." At that moment, an old man with kind, wise eyes walked up to him. His long white beard flowed with the evening breeze, and his wooden staff tapped lightly against the ground as he moved. "Why do you look so disheartened, young man?" the old man asked in a gentle voice. Rohan sighed. "I work hard every day, but no one buys my pots. I feel like giving up." The old man nodded knowingly and then handed Rohan a simple clay cup. "Take this and break it," he said. Confused but obedient, Rohan tightened his grip and smashed the cup against the ground. It shattered into countless tiny pieces. "Now," the old man continued, "make another cup, but this time, fire it in the kiln properly." Though puzzled, Rohan followed his instructions. He carefully shaped a new cup, smoothing every curve and edge, and then placed it inside the blazing kiln. The fire roared, embracing the cup with its intense heat. Hours later, when the fire died down, Rohan carefully removed the cup. It was no longer fragile, it was firm, strong, and polished to perfection. The old man smiled and took the cup in his hands. Without warning, he dropped it to the ground. But this time, the cup remained unbroken. "Do you see?" the old man said, his eyes twinkling with wisdom. "Without fire, clay remains weak. But once it endures the heat, it becomes strong and unbreakable." Rohan's heart pounded with realization. His struggles, his failures, his hardships, they were not meant to break him. They were the fire that would strengthen him. From that day on, Rohan refused to give up. He improved his craft, experimented with new techniques, and found better ways to sell his pottery. He traveled to different villages, showcasing his work. Slowly but surely, people began to notice. His pots were no longer ignored. They were admired, bought, and even requested by wealthy traders. Years later, Rohan's name became known far and wide. His once empty shop was now filled with customers, and his once broken spirit was now filled with purpose. One afternoon, as he sat in his bustling shop, he noticed a young boy sitting outside, staring at a pile of his own unsold clay pots, looking defeated. Rohan smiled knowingly. He picked up a simple clay cup and walked toward the boy. "Here," he said, handing him the cup. "Break this." The cycle of wisdom continued. Moral: life's challenges are like fire. They can either break you or make you stronger. Never let failures define you. Let them shape you into someone unbreakable.